Oh my freaking goodness. Bro, 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 bro. I just, I still can't. I still can't. I can't. I'm starting this off, and I just can't. Cause, dude, this, yo, Arian, I think that's the way you say it. Like, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yo, Gab the Burst is in here. Kimbo 311's in here. What's up, guys? I've just been sitting and contemplating life for like honestly, honestly, the last month even, but especially like the last like few days, because you guys see it right next to my head. I've been sitting just staring at that. Just that spot's full. I never thought that spot would be full ever. Like I made it like it's just like kind of like a spot for symbolism. Like if it ever happened or such. Being there and not having any clue like the actual dimensions or anything. I literally just winged it with it, and dude, it's right there. I know the lights are shining. It's 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 crazy. It's crazy. It fits perfectly, man. I still can't believe it. Let me see if I can tone down the lights like a little bit back there. I know the glare with it. Let's see. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, but that looks like the good level. I, dude, I still, for real, I'm just, my brain's just like that's there, that's there, and it fits perfect. I'm still shook. You guys see it? I can't believe it. Still, I'm still baffled. Yo, no, not use up in here. JP Burst, rank 27. Jackie, how's it going? Got a hold of Jet Wyvern yesterday. I got 3 defense marking bays and 1 attack type. Nice, man. I mean, stock wise, Jet isn't the craziest, but honestly, like the gimmick for Jet makes it pretty strong. Like it's pretty strong with this defense. Use the right combo with it. Patrick Harris, Hendrickson. There we go. Andrew Patrick Hendrickson. That's how you say it. But what's up, man? How are you doing today? Just got done watching the Super Bowl and such. Watched a bit of it with my family and such, but watched it. I've also been sitting and crocheting because I've been making like a single stitch going around my room because I've got like LED lights in my room. And I got really, really bright neon yarn. I've had it for a while. Anybody doesn't know I crochet a bit. Like I made a blanket and such. I made a blanket when I was in college. And I can make blankets and stuff, but it takes a lot of time to do it. And honestly, making them takes a lot of patience for sure. But I've been doing single stitches, like a single stitch chain, and I'm using all the yarn from like one spool. It's a giant spool too, and it's neon yarn. And with the LED lights, when they change different colors, it makes it where like it glows. So you'll just see a bunch of like glowing yarn and stuff in it, like when it goes around. It's pretty cool. But yeah, man, I'll have to show it off when I'm all done. But yeah, I just got done watching the Super Bowl. I honestly was rooting for the Bengals just because the Bengals never won the Super Bowl, like in their history. The Rams, it's also been a long well, it's been a long time since they've been to the Super Bowl, and like they won their last Super Bowl in '99. I think it was '99. But yeah, so you're talking about over 2 decades, and the first time with this millennium, and also the first time since they went to LA. So that's pretty big, man. Yeah, overall, like this season was really solid. The halftime performance had me literally dancing on my bed. It was pretty sick, man. But yeah, so now that that's all over, obviously the Olympics are on too. I watched a little bit of that, but then I'm like, I'm gonna do the episode reaction because I know you guys have been waiting for it. We got a few people up in here, big time hype. So yeah, we got to get into the episode. Getting my fill of water, that H2O, staying hydrated, all that good stuff. Also, anybody's seen like got my haircut. I guess I just got this beanie on, Pink Floyd beanie. But yeah, man. So we got to get into the episode. It's episode 47. Yeah, so we literally have 5 episodes left. At this point, I doubt they're honestly gonna bring Shu, Free, or Louie back into the story because there's only 5 episodes left, and if they did, they'd have to like scuttle to really get them in and involved with things. So yeah, I don't know. Um, yeah, dude, it's wild. But since they're doing that, I'm starting to feel like the last season is going to be an end game feeling season because having them just show up a little bit with their bays, they didn't really, well, they didn't really lose their bays. The only one that beat them was Bell. So it was mainly a season like put over how strong Bell is because I mean he managed to beat Louis, he managed to beat Free, he didn't beat Shu. Well, okay, technically he did beat Shu because Shu caught it first to overfinish. So that's the way that they had him like beat Shu, but also protected Shu with his power and such, you know. But even with Free and Louis, same thing. But considering we're not seeing them again for the rest of the season, this is definitely like the Longinus effect, like how we saw Louis with Longinus in season 3 during one arc, but then they didn't show him again after that for the entire season. But then we saw him come back for like season 5. So I'm really hoping that this next season is an endgame feel for sure. Let's see here. Funny enough, we actually got a teaser for the new season today. Nothing about the anime though. Yeah, I think they showed off Belial with it. I wouldn't be surprised if they start off this next season with Bell. Honestly, I won't be mad because it's so like if Bell's Belial gets a new evolution, but it's like a new system, that could start it off for sure. If it's an end game feeling season and it starts off with Bell getting a new Belial, I definitely won't be upset, man. I just really want an end game feeling season because we deserve that. Yeah, and a season where we see all the protagonists because we still have not seen how Bell will interact with the other protagonists besides Val. He's never met Iga, Drum, Hikaru, or Hugo. I definitely want to see that, but yeah. Let's see here. Now we got a small tease at a couple bays as well as the abbreviation for the season name. What's the abbreviation for the season? I wonder. I'll answer that first, but yeah. Random booster 28 features protagonist base, but with Tempest Achilles, Infinite Dragon. The base had the same colors, Dynamite Belial. All of them had the same colors, Dynamite, so they're all black. So it's a full. They're doing like a legend set, like an evolved. I see what TT is doing. They're doing like the legend set. You know that legend set where we got all the protagonist bays in it, but also a couple remakes, you know, like Storm Pegasus and also Dragoon. They're doing that except for all of the protagonists for Burst. That's kind of cool. Kind of paying homage to that set. I hope they make another set like that, man. We got to see at least see 4D. I really want to see 4D remakes, man. We deserve to see them. Uh, but that is pretty cool. I'm hoping that we get all the protagonists in one season, like for sure. Especially if they're doing a booster like this. Like, yeah, man. BU. BU. Babe Ultimate. BU. Burst. Beyblade Burst. Battle Ultimate. I don't know. Like, think about that. Like, instead of, yeah, Battle Ultimate or something like that. I feel like they use Ultimate. I really, like, feel like that's going to be Ultimate. Because, like, Ultimate Valkyrie being a thing. Like, because I'm thinking they do, like, the Ultimate Valkyrie treatment with all of the bays they put in this next season. Like, you know, if it's returning bays, which a lot of them will be, they incorporate different aspects from all the previous bays. So like they do like the ultimate Valkyrie treatment, how they did with Valkyrie, they do that with like Fafnir, they do that with Longinus. Maybe they do that with like some crazy returning bays like Diabolos or Lucifer or something. Like, come on, man, that'll be sick for sure. Be used the ultimate Battle Universe. Battle Universe, that would be pretty cool. Like Battle Universe, no doubt. But just that they have the universe driver, I don't know. I could just imagine it like ultimate because if it is ultimate, like that's like the ultimate build up would make sense. Ultimate build up, the ultimate system for Beyblade Burst. Yeah, man. Let's see here, Beyblade Burst Super Z. Nah, it's too close to Chozy. They won't do that. And plus, they have like a Super Z, I think, arena or something like that, like as a special name. But yeah, it wouldn't be Super Z. But yeah, like BU definitely thinking like ultimate. Like that U I'm really like stuck on ultimate. It might not be, but yeah. The abbreviations for it and being BU. But yeah, it's kind of what I'm leaning towards with and I hope so, man. I really you guys have heard it from me for the longest time. I really want an end game feeling season for the last one because I think we deserve that to end off Burst because there's a lot of loose ends Make it the ultimate season, man. Have this crazy end game feel with it for sure. Did you catch that? That's Solomon's ability is called Heavy Counter from the box. Really? I did not, but it makes sense because like it's a really heavy bay, and honestly, it's meant to have those crazy counter attacks. You hit it, it can hit back for sure because death, and then also the fusion, supposed to circle around. You know, if it gets hit, the gimmick for it, speed up and such. But yeah. Anyways, guys, um, we gotta get into the actual episode. I'll answer more questions and stuff at the end of it. Gonna aim for about like 35, 40 minutes for this, so not too crazy long of a stream, but yeah, a pretty decent long one. So we're gonna get right into it. Unless anything crazy, like substantially crazy happens, I'm probably not gonna pause it or stop it or anything. But yeah, dude, we gotta get into it. 47. This is hype, and I think they're building up for like what, like a triple threat? Like Rashad, Bell, and Vault facing off? Well, all right. Well, I mean, that's pretty cool. Am I gonna unbox Bakugan Evolutions? I have unboxed a bunch of Bakugan Evolutions already, Arian. Like a lot of bays. Like the unboxings are on here of everything I've gotten so far. There's a few things I gotta get for like this wave that's currently out. A couple things I have to get caught up with, but for the most part, I've unboxed a lot of Evolution stuff. Honestly, and I just got a deck build with it. Just had the time to do it today. I just, wanted to spend it with the fam, watching the Super Bowl and everything because I've been working a lot. Um, so yeah. And then I'm working the next couple days after this too, so and I spent like the majority of the day. I'll just say this: it got really cold today. I spent the majority of the day making new ice stadiums because it got 51 degrees outside the last couple of days, which is crazy. It's New York weather for sure. It can go from like negatives all the way up to like 50 with a crazy heat wave, and it melted the stadiums. Even the BB10 that I made, I had it set up and everything, but then it got really warm and it rained and it literally destroyed it in one night. And I was like, damn it. Like, come on. Just made the stadium and it was so good too. But I'm working on a couple. So hopefully ice stadium battles will be back. It's supposed to be getting warmer and such, at least after the next couple of days. I think tomorrow's supposed to be cold and such. So I'm going to try to crank as many ice stadium battles as I possibly can with it before it gets warm. Because, yeah, it'll melt away for sure. But doing what I can with it, and got a few more Dynamite battles to do. But yeah, man. Anyways, let's get into this episode, dude. It starts with the crowd. Oh, it's right after the battle. Yeah, they're starting it. Everybody's chanting Rashado because he just beat Pain. And then now he's challenging him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, I already got to pause. Rashad's demeanor. Just seeing that he gets. It was that moment. Dude, I'm still shook. That moment with Pain and Bell getting along made Rashad snap. It's kind of like Rashad seeing like Pain as like, his whole form of justice was defeating Pain and stopping his boring style. But now seeing that Bell's friends with him, um, that made him kind of snap. Like, oh, so you're joining on his side too, huh? You're gonna go against the High King, probably something like that. He's starting to get like kind of full of himself a little bit with his power. He's starting to turn a bit. Yo, that power coming off him though. Bell's like, ugh. Even Vault looking like, Rashad's looking in the mirror. He's thinking about what Bell said to Pain. He said Bell and Phenomenal are friends. And then Bosser and Nilia walk in. They're just looking like, what's the matter? I'm positive because I'm still mad that TT never actually made Magma U for it. Props to Hasbro for actually making it and such, but also the way they did it dirty by not giving it that good of slopes and such definitely makes me sad. I wanted to see a TT quality for it. Even if they just like they're like, screw it, we're just gonna slide in a random booster. Like, I know not 28, but like even if they're like random booster 29, like just as another bay, we're just gonna throw Magma Ifrit in here so we release it and everybody stops. Like, I'd be stoked with that for sure. If we actually got Magma Ifrit and they just even released it in a random booster. I mean, they've done it with a random booster in the past with just the stock bay. For example, Spiral Fox, Spiral Lyra, they weren't I don't think they were the prize bays for the booster. Yeah, they weren't the prize bays for the booster, but they still put them in there. They were Toby and Zio's bays, but they still released them with that booster. I'm talking about Metal Fight with this, of course. Same thing with Bakushin Beelzeb. They actually released it like Kaiser's Bakushin Beelzeb, one of the guys that was a part of the soldiers to protect Nemesis, the Black Sun. They released his Bay in a random booster. So even if they're just like, we're just gonna put Magma Ifrit in here as like a Bay to fill a booster spot, that'll be a perfect booster spot for sure. I want to see a T2 level Magma Ifrit. That might just be me, but yeah, Exceed Evil Eye is a good burst example. Even if it wasn't in the anime. Oh yeah, true for sure. Like actually making a combo for E2. Like yeah, that was definitely cool. But yeah. Anyways, man, we gotta get into it. Bouncer was looking down, kind of discouraged about something. I wish I knew exactly what they were saying. I'm gonna try to find some like sub clips after to know exactly what they're saying. He's talking right to Basra. He sees he's discouraged. I think he's thinking back and talking about when Rashad used to smile and really enjoy blading instead of power. Like when he used to laugh with Bell. Like saying you used to laugh and enjoy battles. You laughed alongside with Bell too. Whoa, Vault's sitting and listening. I really wish I knew what exactly they were saying because Bell's sitting there like kind of discouraged. Like he's sitting there listening, just like, and Vault's like peeping in, listening. You know what I mean? That's not like Vault to do. So like, he's noticing a change in Rashad, especially that moment right there at the very end of that battle after Bell and Payne were talking. That's the moment where Rashad's starting to kind of snap, at least with his views and such. It shows. All right, another overview of the stadium. It's Rashad and Vault that are sitting there talking. Hmm. Probably talking about that last battle. Whoa! Yeah, his demeanor's definitely changed. He looked more aggressively in the way he talked to Vault, and he looked right over, and you could feel the breeze. The symbolism, man, even with that, the breeze, you could cut the tension in the air with a knife, hence the breeze. Whew. Dang, man. Okay. All right. Vault's definitely feeling like Rashad's kind of getting full of himself with the power and such, and his view of like justice. Um, yeah. And he just walks off. Uh-oh. No, Bell's just running around looking for Rashad. Rashado! Looking in the stadium. Literally running everywhere to challenge him. And he's like, Then Vault's going to talk to Wakia. And Wakia is probably like, what? You want to be in the battle too? You want to battle Rashad? Probably because Vault wants to try to get through to. He's pulling the shoe with this, basically, like the shoe and the lane situation. Trying to get him to stop looking at just power and such and having fun with the battle. Like really enjoying yourself instead of just going for power. It seems like what Shu was trying to do for Lane in the last season, he's trying to do like Vault's trying to do with Rashad right now. And that's why he's trying to get in the battle. That makes sense. It does make sense. All right. And honestly, Rashad hasn't faced Ultimate Valkyrie. He faced Savior, but he hasn't faced Ultimate, and that makes sense when they're building it up like this. The Legend of Legends Vault all the way. At least I understood that part. Probably saying it's not. It's just like you to want to battle like any opponent that stands in your way. Wacky was talking, and then Bell just flings the door open. Oh, that's hilarious. Rashad! It's like, Bell, I'm looking for Rashad. I want to battle him. He's like, Wacky, what happened to you? You happened to me. Bell, you made me hit the door. Oh, boy. Now we're back at the mansion. Okay. Ranzo and Bell. Okay. Dude, those flying suits, though. That does look like a lot of fun. Imagine having like one of those machines and just flying it. I've never done it. Wanted to and such. Because I'm sure as hell not skydiving. But nah. Nah. Like I'm afraid of heights. Like big time. I'll do roller coasters, but like uh-uh. I could stand being on an airplane too. But like when it comes to heights, sometimes even on an airplane, I'm like, oh, we're really high up. I can see the clouds up here. Oh my god! But like, yeah. um, but you know, it does look like a lot of fun. And Bell's laughing. Did he accept the battle? Vault, Rashad, and Bell. What? They're all having a. Are they all having an opponent? Basura. Basura is leaving. Is he leaving the club? He's not liking how Rashad's demeanor's changed. Basra's kind of picked up on that. He definitely pursued like BC Soul and went over there because he saw how strong Rashad was and the potential to get stronger. At first, Rashad was being like really chill and such and smiling and enjoying the battles, but now he sees the change. Like in Rashad's demeanor, even Vault's seeing it, you know. Like Bell kind of saw it a little bit. Yeah, man. Okay. So he's going back and he's gonna this is how he goes back and rejoins the other club. So yeah, Bosser's a good character. Real shame he didn't get more time to shine. Yeah, well, I mean, he did have a lot of good moments and such with this season for sure. Like we saw a good amount of battles with Bahamut. We did see a lot of good battles with it, like quite a few battles. Um, I mean, the ones who didn't get shown the most, I'd say, well, Shu, Free, and Louis, but definitely they had like the longest role with this, so showing that they had their new bays and had a lot of power, so it can transition hopefully into the next season. Because I really see it being an ultimate season with endgame feels. Because why else would they just have Louis, Shu, and Free show up for like a little arc, hardly do any battles and such, and only lose the bell? You know, it's mainly to put Bell over and such, but they're all still powerful. That's the thing. Like people can't be like, oh man, they're all weak because they lost the bell. No Blader wins forever, and honestly the only Blader that beat them was Bell throughout this whole season, you know? Besides that, like they won all their battles besides their battle with Bell, where you got the win over each of them, you know? And honestly, the one with Shu, Bell won honestly with luck because Shu let him win that one. Let's be real. Shu let him win that battle because he caught Belial. But yeah, uh, that Free and Louis were only shown shortly. This was how the same thing Chozi and GT did. Yeah, but they're definitely I feel like that's a good thing because they're saving them for another season because they can't just leave them on a cliffhanger like that. That means they're not because if they have this last season without them, that'll mean they'd end off burst, which is showing them off with their bays like that. Plot wise, it doesn't make sense. Strength wise, it doesn't make sense for sure. So I'm thinking they are just placeholders for now. you know, and we're gonna see like evolutions for their bays with the final season, and it'll be the final version of their bays with that. I really see them doing the ultimate Valkyrie treatment because they just did it with Valkyrie with Vault because we saw Valkyrie first with every season. Of course, it's the first one. Maybe it's like the first one that gets the ultimate upgrade like this. Ultimate Longinus, Fafnir, and Spriggan time. Exactly. Fighting, I think that's how you say it. I'm really seeing them do it that way. Like, I was joking, like I said before. Like, imagine if it's like an end game season and then they go with the ultimate Valkyrie kind of approach with all the bays. Like they do like an ultimate Fafnir, ultimate Spriggan, ultimate Longinus, etc., in their ultimate forms. But there's a U with the name. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if like Ultimate's in the name. I really wouldn't, man. If so, that'll be wild. Because imagine if Ultimate Valkyrie like foreshadowed it, you know. But yeah, dude. I'm wondering how this like next system's even gonna be. Like how they're gonna outdo Dynamite Battle because the bays are so balanced and such. Like they're gonna make a system even crazier than that. Probably just add like more metal and more weight to the bays. You know, that's probably my guess because they gotta outdo even Dynamite Battle bays now. And Dynamite Battle bays ain't playing no games. Like, yeah, for sure. Gradually getting stronger over time, but still, you know, I mean, Super King bays are still strong. GT bays, even some Cho-Z bays, still pack a punch and are really strong. I mean, look at the team battles I have. You know, you still got some Cho-Z bays on the teams. You got GT bays on some teams. You got Super King bays, Dynamite Battle bays. Like they're all there, and it shows how strong all of them are with the right combos. But yeah, man, I'll definitely see them going with like an ultimate version, like how they did with Ultimate Valkyrie, doing that. Except for all the bays like returning with this next season, except for some of the new ones that they're gonna probably put in. I wouldn't be mad if they did like the Super King approach, you know, like three or so new characters, and then besides that, returning characters, but make it a full end game feeling season for sure. That's my hopes for it. Um, yeah, because I mean, even with this season, we got well for new characters, you know. Well, I'm gonna say like straight up fully new characters, not characters who have base belonging to previous bladers. So like in this case, Basara, not counting Basara, respect them though, you know. So in this case, we had Bell, we had Rashad, we had Ilya. Not counting Ramzo either, because you know Ragnarok. But yeah. So yeah, like three new characters with this. And then like a returning cast of bays, kind of, or bays that evolved before. Like three new distinct bays to this season, you know? And then other ones were returning bladers. Or like, you know, returning bays that we had seen before. Same thing with Super King, honestly. Because all the bays we had seen before, except in just getting evolutions and such, or, you know. But we saw Helios, Hyperion, and Lucifer introduced with that. If it's like three new bays that get put in with this next season, I mean, besides ones that we've seen before, that'll be pretty cool, you know? But yeah, if they do start off with Belial, I like if they do start off with Belly with the next season, we gotta think. That means they're not gonna have a new protagonist with it. Which I wouldn't be mad. Like I said, endgame build up, endgame feel. You've got all the story that you could do with this. If you just tie it all up, you go throughout the whole history of Burst and look at the big loose ends, and they put that all in one season to wrap it all up. That's the perfect way to end it, man, with one season left. I'd say at this stage, you know? There's no need for a new protagonist because we have six. We have six protagonists in Burst, you know? They could focus on all of those protagonists. Like introduce Bell first, because maybe like just Dynamite Battle, how it ends. Have Bell started off and get an upgrade with his Bay, you know? And then we see Vault come back. We see Iga, Drum, Hikaru, Hyuga. And then we see some other characters like Shu Free, Louis, some epic characters like Phi, Gwyn, Delta. You know, that'd be pretty cool. Jinga, Kyoya, and Kento pull up out of nowhere. Well, they wouldn't do a Gen crossover like that, you know. It would be cool if they make like those remakes for like Kenta, Kyoya, and Jinga, like Big Bang Pegasus, Fang Leon, and Flash Sagittario, because they have definitely the potential to do it. Like Big Bang Pegasus, Ultimate Reboot Dash, Drago Destroy, Generate Dash, Fang Leon, Wave Dash, or Metal Wave if they want to have new exclusive parts to this, even Metal Wave, or they do Metal Drivers for all of them, you know? Phantom Orion, Bearing Dash, um, Flash Sagittario, high yielding, because they use yielding for wide defense. And Diablo Nemesis with like Trick Dash, because it switched throughout all the different modes in battle. I won't even mind that, man, for sure. Like a set of six bays for MFB remake set. They'll be perfect, man. I really hope they do 4D remakes because we deserve to see them. I'd say for sure. Especially if this season is an endgame feel and we get a build up to the crazy evil, like pay homage to MFB with that by releasing this set. Come on, man. Come on, man. The stars would align with that for sure. But yeah, maybe I'll make a video on like the things I want to see before Beyblade Burst ends. I think been thinking about doing that for a little bit, but uh, yeah, man. But we got to get into it. I know I've been pausing a lot, Jeepers. I said it was gonna be like 40 minutes, Jeepers. Yeah, so it's gonna be a tag team battle. All right. Like Bosswood, do you want to battle? He's like, I can't. Actually, I'm leaving the club. Like Bosswood. He clenches fist. He's like, yeah. He's like, very well. And then he said, thank you for everything, Rashad. And he's walking off. He just left the club. The ominous music, too. Like, you're really just gonna let him go? Yeah. It's not gonna change anything. Probably something like that. Rashad starting to drink his own Kool-Aid big time and just get really obsessed with his own power and his ideal of like justice. And it's showing. Especially after that battle with Pain. Okay. Okay. And yo, we're at the top of the bank. Dude, they're paying all the references. Come on, man. They have to have an end game feeling season with this because I could you imagine if they tie everything in like if they have like Fi slash Hearts return and we get to go back to Dead Grand. We haven't seen Dead Grand since season 3. You want an end game feel? Take us to Dead Grand for something, you know? Or you have Arthur come back in and maybe he's a part of the evil group or something. Bring back like Hell, the Hell Tower, going back in there a little bit, man. Like take us down memory lane with every place, man. Because they've shown off a lot even with these seasons for sure. But yeah, it would be sick to see that. I'm really hoping that it's that end game season that ties everything together. That's just what we deserve. But they're at the Bagel Academy Bay Club right now, man. They're talking right on top too, and there's a jet. Are they on that jet? Oh, well, Basara's. Yeah, he's at the mansion. He's showing up. Like Basara. So Ranzo ran into him. And then Bells just dives down. He's like, ha ha ha. So you came back, Basara. Probably like, you came to battle, huh? Probably like, yeah. So we're gonna get a battle with them. Yup, sure enough. In the double decker stadium. All right, so it's Perfect Dangerous versus Roy Bahamut. Bell's always struggled with beating Bossero. Has he even beaten Bossero with Bahamut? I can't remember. I don't think he actually fully like beat Bahamut, like full power wise. Yeah, I don't think he beat him yet. With Bahamut at least. With Solomon, he did win. I don't think he won with Bahamut. Not yet. Okay, so yeah, he hasn't won against him with Bahamut yet. So this is gonna be the battle where he does. Definitely. Because he's got Perfect Dangerous now. He hasn't fully mastered it to where we get like the crazy and feel, but yeah. Bella's lost to him twice with Bahamut. Yeah, so this is gonna be where he's gonna get the win. Probably saying you never won against me. That may be so, but this is different. And it's got the plate on it. Okay. And holds out his Bahamut. Okay. I know I recently got like the Purple Roy Bahamut. Um, but I'm gonna keep it stock because it's stock and set. You know, if somehow, some way I managed to find another layer for it and like another moment, like a red moment, I managed to get a duplicate or something. I'll try to make the combo for sure. Because I mean it is technically an anime babe, but just with like Giga and Moment, just the recolored versions. But I'm not gonna like stress about it big time because You know, the only way you can really get that is with that set, and I'm not going to get a whole other set for one day and such. But it does look really cool, and plus I have like the stock Roar Bahamut with the black version, so you know, no sense in really making it. If, like I said, managed to get a duplicate of it, maybe, then yeah. Let's see here. I think he's probably saying something about how he wants to battle alongside him again or something. Oh, maybe. It would make sense. But also, you know, Balance will score to settle with Basara because, again, he hasn't beaten him with Bahamut. Ready? Settle! 3, 2, 1. Go. Shit! All right, man. Belial and Bahamut are in there. Big hit. They both get sent back. Already activates it. The perfect circle. By saying his shoot powers increased greatly. And takes the center. Uh-oh. Dangerous shooter! And hits it, but it's hardly budging, man. Like, Belial can't even break through its defense. He's gotten so strong. And he's getting fired up. Like Basara! It's firing him up, man. Those flames. Ooh, he's activating the V gear. There we go. Now he's really utilizing the gears. This is how he's going to win it. Probably going to deflect it with the S gear next. Bandit! Basara! Yo, all right. Bahamut! And Belial! Okay, are they going to be teammates for this? Is it going to be Bell and Basara? Yup, sure enough, the S gear. Dangerous what? Wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute. There's a different name. That was a different name. Dangerous. Bound. Bound? Binder? Bound? Dangerous bind? Dangerous bound? Maybe? Let me see. I'm sure somebody. Dangerous bound. Okay, so that was a good guess, man. All right, Dangerous bound is the new name. All right, so he's gonna probably have a big time special move at the end, using all the gears at once. Because if he's using like Dangerous bound, then he had the V gear to speed up with it. Now he's using the S gear. It's showing he's starting to master it, but he hasn't fully mastered it. Whatever move he does that utilizes all the gears will probably be like the final move for sure with this. Like that's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's the move using all the gears and the power of Belial that'll take down Rashad. Because they're definitely building up for that, man. But yeah, the question is, I don't see Rashad winning in the end of this. The question is, who's gonna take it? Is it gonna be Vault or is it gonna be Bell that gets the win? I can imagine maybe it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's down to like Bell. Maybe Bell and Rashad like battle it out. And then maybe Bell gets the win over Rashad. And then maybe it ends with like a season 3 type thing where it's Vault versus Bell. And then Bell gets the win over Vault with that battle. And then maybe that's how the season ends. Maybe. Just thinking like those two 1v1 battles. Because like Ultimate versus Raphael could be a battle. Perfect Belial versus Raphael could be a battle as well. But also like Ultimate Valkyrie versus Dangerous Belt. Like they could all be battles and have their own episodes with this, you know. Because you think about it, like 47 right here, 48 with a tag team, 49 with like, yeah, like the tag team with 48, 49 maybe a filler episode or something, and then 50, 51, and 52 all being 1v1s. Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Like regardless, I could imagine it going down kind of that way because setting up for these battles. So Dangerous bound. And it hits the wall and bursts, and he gets the win. Okay, yeah. He gets the burst finish. I think he said, revenge is served, because he wanted to get payback and win. And now he's laughing. Basra is smiling. Dude, this is a little bit of a nod to season 2. A little bit. Because remember when Boa was evil, but then he faced Vault, and then after battling Vault, he really left the snake pit and then got, and turned good with it. Like Basra didn't turn bad. He was just like more anti-hero with it. You know what I mean? He was definitely more anti-hero. So he wow, my voice got but he uh went over to get stronger with Rashad, and that's why he stayed on the team and such. But now he's seeing how Rashad's demeanor's changed, and he's not about that. He's not about battles of just power as such or defeating your opponent. It's about just having fun. He wanted to get stronger, but he wants to have fun with the battles, and he gained that strength. But now he wants to have fun with the battles, and that's what he's realizing he's missing. And he had that fun when he was battling with Bell as a part of that team, which is why he came back and such. And yeah, okay, it's sick. Like a little bit of a small little nod to how season 2 went, kinda, like with him turning like kinda evil. Well, turning anti-hero and then turning back good, come back to the team. But yeah, man. Anyways, yeah, gotta finish this up. And he's just smiling because he enjoyed the battle. He's like, he had fun with this battle. Like, this was a fun battle. Then he talked to Basara. Probably like, it'll be fun battling with you again. Bell probably being a smartass, but also saying like you've gotten a lot stronger, and it shows. Yeah, he's probably like you got a lot stronger, like probably being confident, like hey, I managed to beat you, but you got a lot stronger. So he's joining back, huh? He just put Ramsel's glasses on his face. That's funny. Aw, Hannah's looking so happy. Just glad to have her brother back. Probably like it's good to have you back. Aw, that's sweet. Okay, so let's see the preview for the next episode. Vault, Rashad, and Bell, you can see all their auras, but like Rashad's looking mean, dude. His aura. All right. What? Wait a minute. Is that all their Belial? Valkyrie? They are just doing a triple threat. What? And Shu and Ilya. Ilya standing by Rashad's side. Dude, this is an endgame feeling season, this next season. I know it's very unlikely, but I really hope that they do bring Ilya back just because it's a breath of fresh air having like a female character in the show with their own unique bay and such. I'm just still upset that TT never actually made Magma E for it, but Hasbro did make it. But like nerfed it big time. Like I even have it right next to me, man. It has such a cool design. It has the uppercut gimmick with it. So sick. I wanted to see it in TT level because like the Sequex, it doesn't feel like it has bad weight with it. But imagine if like TT made a version of it and it's got a little more with it. They made an actual like layer weight with it. You know what I mean? Like, dang man. But to given we're not gonna get Magma TT version sadly. So I mean I'm gonna try to get a 3D printed version because I know there's files out there for it, and I definitely would wanna because it's such a cool bay, man. But they did her dirty considering, like, I mean, especially in the manga, she didn't really battle. Um, I don't even know if she has Ifrit in the manga, but in the show, we did see her battle a few times. But TT did her dirty because they didn't actually make Ifrit. Like, damn it. We find like it's only one thing I really, really want to see, and that's a powerful female blader with their own unique bay, which they finally did. But then they didn't make it. which I'm hoping they just do the random booster thing. They just put in a random booster spot for real. Like, what could they lose with it? Like, everybody would get a random booster just so they can get the TT level E for it and try to get that. It being like a secondary prize. Like, make E for it one. If they don't want to make it a prize, make it like a secret prize, like E for it or something. And then the actual prize bay, whatever the heck it is for the next season. Like, come on, man. Like, what do they have to lose with that? For real. Like, it would, everybody would get their random booster just for that. Ilya appears in the manga, but it's very short and she doesn't battle, which is sad, man. Like, for real. I hope they have her come back in the next season because, like, I mean, she's still sitting there having Rashad's back with everything. Like, it shows how close their friendship is because he's not turning on her yet. But the question is he going to? Like, Basra left. Now, are his motives and such going to get worse in these last few seasons to even Ilya being like, I'm not about this. You've changed. Like, you're not the same Rashad that I know. And maybe that's where like things go crazy, even that point, and then he just starts really fully snapping with that, and he's alone at that point. But yeah, man, I definitely see Vault doing like having like kind of the shoe role, like this being a shoe lane type of thing with this, you know. But yeah, yo, what's up, Spencer? How's it going, man? But yeah, let's see. So it's all of them in there for sure. And then Bossman and Ranzo, they're on a jet. Yeah, they're all just sitting battling. What's the name of it? Extreme Battle. All right. So yeah, they said something about a tag team battle. I can imagine it being Bell. Do you guys think? Do you guys think? Hang on, hang on. I thought of it. If it is a tag team battle, a three-way tag team battle, who could the teams be? I imagine Bell and Basara because Basara is over on that side again. I imagine Rashad and Ilya. And then for Vault, who would it be that we would pick? I'm going to say none other than Kurenai Shu. Having Shu in this. So that would be my choice, honestly. If it's like a three-way like tag battle, definitely like Rashad and Ilya, uh, Bell and Basra, and then Vault and Shu, I'd say. So them battling together for the finale and such, and them being kind of a team beat a little bit, but yeah, man, like that's what I could see it being to end this off. So Free and Louie having like the longest effect with this, so not really seeing them with the rest of the season, which I just think it makes full sense in the context if they have an endgame season for the next season. Because then it's like, okay, had Vanished Fafnir evolved to this Fafnir, or then like Guilty Longinus evolved to this Longinus. You know what I mean? Like the ultimate system. Uh, yeah. And then a lot of other blades returning for. That's what I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping like their placeholders and such. Well, yeah, like their placeholder base are given that role in the show. So we have an end game feeling season with this, like the intensity of season 5, because you know how it was for like season 4. We didn't see Free have Fafnir, Fumia had it, and then Loden had Longinus, but then we saw them both come back with season 5. You know what I mean? Like kind of a placeholder for that time period. And then it feels like they're like, we're gonna have them showing off and displayed here to show their power with these bays, but the real focus being the next season. If they can really make this an end game feeling season, that would be epic, man. Like the end game kind of build up like season 5 had, except on a crazier level. The intensity of season 3, because you have an extreme evil coming in that's trying to obliterate Bays, an ultimate like God Bladers Cup type tournament like season 2. Yeah, I mean the like epic battle animations like how we had for season 1 and such, like elements from all of them. Like, making this, it will make sense if they do call it like be like if it's like Battle Ultimate or something. Battle Ultimate. Like Ultimate Battle, except backwards. So like Dynamite Battle, but then Battle Ultimate, and then it being like, yeah, that would be pretty sick, man. Do you think Rashad is a cool character overall? I've definitely thought he's a cool character. At first, it was like he was a big time fan of Valkyrie and such, but then he went and got his own Bay with his own unique gimmick. Like, yeah, I'd say he's definitely a strong character and a powerful one, and I consider him to be one that should come back for the final season, like strength wise. If I had to make a full cast, hang on, did I turn this off? Let me turn these off. Let me make sure I just turn them off so they're not like. All right. Mm-mm. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, we're good. All right, but yeah, I really hope it's like an end game feeling season, and he's definitely one of the characters I see that I want to come back. So they showed off Belial with the silhouette. I wouldn't mind if it's like a Belial Evo with this, because they showed off Belial for the silhouette. It could have been any bay they showed off for that, or maybe it's just like a little teaser, but I don't know. I feel like I can't see them leaving it out, like leaving out Belial. But um, I definitely see all the protagonists in it. Like we got to see how Bell interacts with all the protagonists. That being one thing. So Vault, Aiga, Drum, Hikaru, Hyuga, and Bell all being in the season. I'd say undisputably all the protagonists should be in the season. We don't need a new protagonist because you can, like I said, focus on the protagonists. There's 6 of them. There are 6 protagonists. We don't need another one for sure, honestly, unless it's like the evil, like they start out fully evil, or it's a female protagonist. There's no need for a new protagonist. It would feel like a big time repeated thing at this stage, honestly, with how many protagonists we have, you know? Um, but all of them, I'd say for sure Shu, Free, and Louis in it, because they're all extremely powerful to given. They should all be in the season as well. Powerful bladers that had a lot of development that we didn't see return after their respective seasons. So, Phi, Gwyn, Delta, Lane, and honestly, I'd even say Rashad for sure, because Rashad's definitely on that level and he's that powerful. Like them all being in it. That's 11 bladers so far. I'd make a cast of like 20 bays at least. Like, I'd say 20 bays is a good size for a season. If like TT's trying to make a kind of smaller season, but like 20 to 25 bays, I'd say with it. But there's like 11 right there, right? Um, I'd say possibly Hearts because it's Phi's brother, and also he's a former world champion. Can't forget, this man was the champion for a bit in Cho-Z, so I'd say he deserves to come back for sure. So that would be like, yeah, what, 12 Bladers so far? Some Bladers we haven't seen in a while returning, like Xhaka or Xander, because how they treated him in Cho-Z, he took Buster from Jan, and he controlled it even stronger than Jan did. Let's be real. Like, Jan controlled Excalibur very well, but the power that Xhaka or Xander had that came off of, like, him when he was battling with Excalibur was stronger than Jan's, in my honest opinion. With what he showed off with just that small clip facing Aiga. But I see him being worthy of coming back. I'd honestly say Zach the Sunshine. Zach, I'd love to see him come back. It's a wild card for him. But just because this man was a part of the 4 Spin Emperors, along with Shu uh, and Louis, and also, like Xhaka, and we haven't seen him since season 1. Season 1 vibes. You want season 1 vibes? Bring back Zach the Sunshine. There's your season 1 vibes with it. If you would bring him back alone with a new Zeus, because Zeus is like a god. Zeus, And the fact that we got Galaxy and didn't see Zeus after that, and he didn't even own Zeus in the show, like, come on. Come on. I'd say he's worthy of coming back. I'm also going off of the Bladers that actually had show up in the manga, too. And that's a good amount of them already with that. After that, I'd say Dinah and Wakia, because Wakia had Jet Wyvern and battled with it once, and we didn't even see it with this season. How you only going to show off Jet Wyvern one time and it barely lost the battle that it was shown? And then also Death Scyther, because Hollow Death Scyther was made, and Dinah was in the manga, but he wasn't in the show. So it's about 16 Bladers right there, right? Who else to bring back? Long shot, Kensuke. Ken or Kensuke. A new base would be really sick. That'll be 17. You do the math with that, maybe the 18th could be Ragnarok. And then they make different versions for it. Like, say they have Rantaro, Ranjiro, and Ranzo all come back. Just make different colors for them. Give Rantaro the orange one. Give Ranjiro a white one. And then give Ranzo, like, a red one or something. You know what I mean? Like, it'll make full sense with that. Yeah. And then you got, like, a spot for 2 more bays. And that could be, like, a returning evil. Or, like, not a returning evil. Like, the ultimate evil. So imagine, like, you have a crazy ultimate evil like the Rago or Burst. That could be one, for sure. Like, I'd say that this should lead up to, this bay that's so powerful that even legends battling one at a time or even together, it's insane, man. And then the 20th one being I'd say Apocalypse. Honestly, Arthur with this. Why, you might ask? Because it didn't seem like that man turned good. So it's like I said, even in my theory video. Imagine with a build up where you have arcs focusing on all the protagonists, an arc with Vault. Talk to everybody, like mention everybody that was involved with him. You know, like the major bladers, anyways, like powerful bladers, like Free, Shu, Louis. I'd say are all connected to him big time. With Iga, you have an arc with him. Have Phi come in. If Hearts returns, have Hearts return as well. Like those two joining the fray with things. That'll be really sick. Then you have Drum, Gwen, and Delta for sure, and maybe Arthur with like the evil. But we're not gonna focus on the evils right now. We're gonna focus on like the goods, because all these characters definitely turned good. You know, like Shufri and Louis, we know they're good. Fi and Hearts definitely a change of heart, and it seems like they're more on the either good or anti-hero side of things, more on the side of good. Like how Payne's on the side of good. I could see them be on the side of good because they said maybe we had a change, like maybe we were wrong about a few things. And then Fi said perhaps, leaning towards them turning good with that, at least the anti-heroes. You know what I'm saying? And then with Drum, Gwen and Delta. Gwen definitely turned good. Delta definitely turned good for sure. You know, Delta helped them fight off against Hell. So it's the given he turned good. And then when it comes to Hikaru and Hyuga, Lane's the one that's mainly connected with them. He turned good. The very end, you know, and went and did battles with them and found his true flair. You know, his true flair, his true power. And then you have Bell. Rashad, for sure, with Bell. Rashad, and honestly, I'd say Ilya as well. Well, I would hope Ilya. Just for, like I said, the breath of fresh air with this for a female character, but since they didn't make Magma Ifrit the first time, uh, which makes me sad because I'd really love to see another Ifrit. But yeah, at least Rashad. That alone would be a solid cast. That being the good characters. But then you got the evils. So all the evils that they had vendettas against that didn't turn good. That it didn't seem like they had a change of heart. The biggest one being Ashton or Theodore in season one. One, the man drove off in a limo. Two, he said, "You and Vault win this time," to Chris, the manager of BC Soul. Three, he told Free that he wasn't done with him. Well, he didn't say it directly, but in his head, he's like, "I'm not done playing with you quite yet," after he left the Bulls. But the biggest kicker with me with that is Free never faced off against anyone from the Snake Pit with the final battles of season two. He didn't face a single Blader. But he's going to say, like, "I'm not quite done with you yet." So if they have him come back and remember that or quote that, that would be the most insane level of storytelling for sure and foreshadowing. If so. Like, I don't believe we've seen the last of him, especially saying you and Vault win this time. I feel like this man's going to be a part of, like, the final scheme of Burst, where things get really wild, which I hope it's that build up. Because if so, that's amazing storytelling. They need to have this all come full circle for sure. Find out what happened to that man. Did he make a new snake pit? Has he been putting other bladers through like a stronger Requiem project? Has he been doing this in the shadows? Has he been trying to get a hold of other people from other groups? For example, Evel. He's the man who created Dead Phoenix and was fascinated by its power. He's like the most powerful Bay ever. Imagine if he's a part of that scheme. So you got like Ashton and Theodore, or like Ashton or Theodore, whichever one you want to call him, and Evel. Their minds combined and their scientific brains, like in scientific genius and power combined, that's terrifying. But you want to put it overdrive? Arthur, the remnants of hell. Arthur didn't seem like he turned good. Like Blind left hell, right? Gwen definitely left after turning good. But Arthur's the one that didn't turn good. He fell in defeat. Like, I lost, but it didn't seem like he turned good. Not one bit. So you imagine those three brainiacs. You have the remnants of hell with Arthur, the remnants of Dead Gran, or at least the evil Dead Gran, with Evel, the remnants of the Snake Pit with Ashton or Theodore, all combined into one entity. And then imagine they put their brains together and they create an Extreme Requiem project. Like imagine it's a new group made of hell, like literally like hell, Dead Gran, and the Snake Pit. And they combine their minds together and create an even stronger Requiem project, stronger than we could ever imagine. And every Blader goes under it. But there's one Blader that goes through one that's absolutely insane. Like you're talking about on the verge of like killing someone with that much power. but this blader manages to take it. And imagine he shows up, and then he's attacking. And like a little thing, like if they had like a returning blader like Norman Tarver with like a new nemesis trying to get revenge on Shu, they have Arthur show up trying to get revenge on Drum. And then you got like Evel possibly trying to get revenge on Iga, and they want to get revenge on all of them because they've been sitting and watching. But then you got Evel, who's been sitting the whole time wanting to get revenge on Vault, especially, but also playing with Free, also even getting payback on Shu, because Shu kind of turned on him and such, or seeing the power of it, because he was still fascinated by the power of Spriggan Requiem, even when it was getting out of control, and he still sat up there looking menacingly, like, with the biggest evil grin on his face. Like, there's only two characters where that evil grin was just like, damn. Like, at least to me, anyways. That being Phi, because he just, like, snapped big time. And then also, like, Ashton or Theodore. Because he was just sitting up there. Like, Theodore was just sitting up there smiling, man. Just all calm. Phi, like, snapped and went crazy, But he was just sitting up there so calm. Even as, like, this happened. And even after he lost, he didn't seem like he was really upset. He's like, he conceded defeat for this time, foreshadowing him coming back. You get this evil showing up, or all these bladers showing up after going under this project, and then you see the most powerful blader start to fall because this evil's that strong, or this group's that strong. Nothing against all the legends, it's just because this evil's this strong, and they've been sitting and researching them for seasons. You're talking about a long time, since season 2. If he's been sitting doing this, he's been watching since season 2. You watch the events of God or Evolution, the events of Cho-Z, the events of GT, the events of Super King, the events of Dynamite Battle, all of them leading up to this. And then they unleash this evil. And then we see our favorite characters start to fall. Like what Phi was doing, like how he broke Fafnir, how he broke Spriggan. We see that, except it's worse. Anybody who shows up, who he shows up in battles, if they lose, their bay gets obliterated. Forget just losing, their bay gets obliterated. He's trying to take over the world. They're trying to take over the world. They're trying to make the Beyblade world and the entire world, not just the Beyblade world, but the whole damn world theirs with that. And then we see our favorite characters starting to fall. I'm saying even Shu, Free, Louis, Phi, Gwyn, Delta, all of them. Even like Arthur possibly getting turned on. Anybody who's in this group that's below this ultimate blader getting turned on and such, because they're all investing their power into this blader. And then maybe it comes down to the protagonists. The protagonist, either two situations, like I said before. One situation, all the protagonists take the power of every blader, every other epic blader and such that there is. Like how Jenga held up, all the legendary bladers gave their power to Pegasus, and then every blader in the world held up their base and gave their power to Pegasus. And they used their power to take out Nemesis. Get the same situation here. Either with all the protagonists doing it together and their combined power with the 6 of them taking out this evil. Or if it does come down to one, we honestly see Bell fall. Like I said, this is no disrespect to any of these bladers. I've already established how powerful they are, how strong they are, how epic they are. You guys know. I put all of them over because they're all epic. But we even see Bell fall. We even see Hikaru and Hyuga fall. We see Drum fall. We see Iga fall. If it comes down to one blader, in my personal opinion, I think it should go to the blader with the very first bay ever that started bursts, at least in the manga. The blader who has gotten their bay made first with the majority of the seasons, who was the protagonist and then champion, and still a protagonist and very powerful, Vault Aoi. But it being so close, like literally we're talking like Jenga barely standing after beating Nemesis and then falls over collapsed because he can't battle anymore because he's that weak. Level of struggle. And one final time, the Wonder Boy, the legend of legends, Vault Aoi, gets the win when it's needed the most and saves the world. And then with that becomes the absolute, true, undisputed legend of legends. That's how I do it, man. I got goosebumps even think about that. Because imagine all the events, all the dream battles that could happen with that, man. Even those Bladers coming back, dude. Think about it. You have Phi, Gwyn, and Delta on the same season. You have all the protagonists, Vault, Iga, Drum, Hikaru, Hyuga, Bella on the same season. Shu, Free, Louis, all of them. There's so many rematch battles we could see. There's so many epic battles we could see. Dream battles that we could see. And that's for even the entire season, even if before they get into an evil arc. You know? They start off with some of these dream battles, have the arc where like some evils come in, like set up like a snake pit type of thing. That would be pretty cool. Because in the snake pit, they literally made their own base. They literally made the copies of the Bladers' base for them to face themselves. And that was back then. Imagine if they perfected it and literally used their own data against them on a crazy level. What did he do for Spriggan Requiem? It has the power of Excalibur, Valkyrie, Longinus, and Fafnir all in it, right? If he's been sitting and studying that the whole time, imagine if he manages to incorporate the power of every Blader that he's seen, that has shown up, if he's been sitting and watching in the shadows, into one bay. Like how they did for the Nemesis Crisis. And how Nemesis defeated all bays when it comes to attack, defense, and stamina. It literally took the power of the legends and used it against them. Requiem Project, except on an extreme level, where they use their own data against them, even more so than they did with Spriggan Requiem. I think they can come full circle for sure. But that is how I would personally do Season 7. Because I think it deserves the justice with that. Because you build it up that way, it's undisputedly one of the seasons that's up there. Like, it's at least up there on the same level as the other seasons. But not only that, it could be probably a lot of people's favorite season because of all the dream battles we get, the system that we get, the epic battles we get, the way it ends and such, and maybe even outbeat like Season 2 or Season like 3 with like Season 2 with the crazy like God Bladers Cup arc. I loved it. They outdo even with Season 1 with the crazy emotional moments where like Vault and Shu lost. You know what I mean? Like those big time emotional points that hit us in the heart big time, hit us in the chest big time. They outdo Season 3 with how crazy and maniacal things got with Phi, with Phoenix. They outdo Season 4 with even how crazy things got with Hell, with first Apocalypse, and then Apocalypse evolving a little bit with the armor, and Genesis actually evolving. They can outdo Season 5 with how intense it was with the final battle with Shu and Lane, which didn't feel like an end of the world struggle with that. It just felt like a battle, you know, to just win and such and winning Lane over. They can outdo what they do with whatever this final battle is, whether it be like Bell versus Rashad or something different. You know what I mean? They can definitely outdo all of those with it. But yeah, man, that is how I would do it. Anyways, those are my thoughts with it. You guys got any questions, feel free to ask them and it's off in a few minutes. But yeah, I got all my thoughts out there, man. And yeah, and also sorry there hasn't been any videos for today. Like I said, I was working on like the ice stadium and such for a lot of the day. Working on multiple ice stadiums. And it should still be cold tomorrow, so get ready for some ice stadium battles to be coming in tomorrow. And also I've got team trial battles to do as well because the random booster and such. But yeah, which would win, Brave Sword or Jet Shield? I say Brave Sword because like Vault versus Waki, it would be intense, but Vault wouldn't go down easy for sure. If they would have faced off, I could have seen Vault beating Wakia. Definitely. Because it would have come down to stamina and Wyvern would have been thrown off balance, even if it took all those attacks from Valkyrie. Yeah. I imagine Vault winning. For sure. But, yeah, because he even got the win over Lucifer. You know. And they didn't even need to evolve it. You know, they didn't need to evolve Valkyrie. Like, yeah, Lane won the first time, but then it came down to strategy, and then he out-strategized him and managed to beat Lane. You know, but it shows how strong Vault is. Brave is still one of the strongest stock Valkyries, no doubt. I'd say Ultimate stronger attack-wise, but definitely Brave, I'd say, would be second. Everything you said about it for Season 7, I totally agree, man. If it was another burst season. Oh, for sure, man. Like, I'm really hoping for that. I'm really, really hoping it is, because we deserve an Ultimate build-up. Like, how they did for Vault at the end of this season, and we didn't even see it, like, too much. Like, Ultimate/V, but we're going to see the battles coming up, you know, and it puts over just how strong Vault is. But I definitely want to see that for other bays because we definitely deserve to see that, no doubt. I can't unsee Jet Shield or even the End Wall parrying Brave Sword or Ultimate/V. Let's see here. I mean, the End Wall, like if it was Ultimate facing off against them, it's winning for sure. Like Jet Shield would get taken down and overpowered by Ultimate/V. Same thing with end wall. Like, it might be able to deflect it a little bit so it doesn't burst, but it's definitely getting KO'd at least because of that attack. But yeah, man, just because the Bay is like a gen ahead and really powerful. But I definitely want to see how these Bladers come back with one season. I hope they take that idea they had in the manga, because anybody who doesn't know, like, they have the top 15 in the manga for Super King, you know? Um, it was like Vault, Vault, Free, Shu, Louis, Phi, Gwyn, and Delta were around the table as well. Dinah was at the table, Wakia was at the table, Zach the Sunshine was at the table, Zach was at the table. Like, there's a lot of Bladers there. I think Cisco was in the room as well. Like, yeah, he was there too. Cisco was just ranked above Xhaka because Cisco beat Xhaka in the God Bladers Cup, which makes sense, you know, barely being a bit stronger than him. But we saw Cisco come back. Xhaka would be, I'd say, the Blader that would be just ranked below Cisco. We saw Cisco come back. So I definitely want to see Xhaka come back, no doubt. I mean, considering Jet Shield tanked Infinite Sword, Glide Tornado, and Tempest Breaker, or whatever it was called at the same time, I have faith in Jet Shield. Yeah, but I mean, it also like lost to the Twins. The Twins managed to get the KO on it, you know, using, I think, what was it, the Twin Strike or something? But they used their combined power and KO'd it. Granted, it took both of them to do it, so I'm not doubting Wyvern's defense for sure. I'm just saying, like, vault's vault, and that man ain't playing no games for sure. But yeah, Jet Shield is definitely strong. I'd say he's one of the strongest bladers even in Super King at that level because it took so much to take him out. So yeah, man, definitely putting over Wakia. Did you realize that Jet Wyvern and First Uranus never showed their avatars? Yeah, that's true. Because First Uranus, like, they just had as like a pre-log bay before like he actually evolved into Lucifer, and then Wyvern, yeah, they didn't actually show off the sprite for it. That is true. But yeah, it'll be cool to see Waki actually battle. Like, he comes in with like Jet, even if we see him like battle with it once, and then like I really hope we get a Wyvern evolution. My personal opinion, that'll be the perfect time to drop Atomic Metal. Not Metal Atomic with the cap. I'm talking about Atomic Metal with the metal ball in the Atomic. Because the original Bay that we saw Atomic on was Wyvern, right? You know? Tempest Wyvern, Tempest Wyvern. That was the first time we saw Atomic. It'll make it come full circle if they have Atomic Metal. So yeah, Curse Satan plus Lucifer the End plus Jet Wyvern equals free spinning defense. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Curse Satan, the rollers was for the end, the whole free spinning gimmick on the outside, and then Jet Wyvern the ring. You're right, different free spinning defense. But yeah. Anyways, you guys got any last questions? Feel free to ask. I'm still looking back and just realizing that spot's filled, and that it's real, and that's really there. I've just been sitting and processing, even when I've been just sitting and just organizing things or getting ready for like ideas for future battles and stuff. Even the battles I've been doing lately, like the knockout tournament and such, before I start filming, even after and such, just I'm still shocked that that's the real thing, and this is real life. You guys are the goats, like the absolute goats. Thank you. I love all of you. Like, I'm still shocked. But yeah, it's nice finally seeing that play button in the background. Dude, I still can't, like I said, I still can't believe that thing's there. I still can't believe it's there and this is real life and I'm not sleeping right now or I hit my head or something happened, like, for real. Like, this is real life and I'll never be able to thank you guys enough. Like, for real. Y'all made it where, like, I earned the hometown, like, the respect of my hometown. So many people reaching out and telling me congratulations and such, and that it's real life and that y'all made it where this even happened. Y'all did this for sure. Like, yes, I sit and I make the videos and stuff, and I'm absolutely honored to do so. And a lot of work goes into it because, you know, normally doing double duty on the regular. So you guys see the videos. I'm also sitting working my job during the day, but still making sure the content's going out for you guys so you have some fresh content. Is it a big time grind? You bet your butt it is, man. Sometimes I'm so tired when I come back home from work, I pass out as soon as I get in bed. I sit there and try to game. Heck, I've been playing Legends Arceus, and I've been trying to play it, and then I might pass out while in the middle of playing the game with the controller still in my hand. And I wake up like 5-6 hours later, and I'm like, oh, crap. That's how tired I get sometimes, but it pays off, man. You guys came and showed the love and the support and everything, and I can't thank you enough. You guys are the goats, and I'm honored to have you all here for sure, man. But yeah, was it interesting that around variable dash, unite dash, dimension dash first? made their debuts in the anime. It's true. So hopefully we get some more drivers like that. If we do get another Valkyrie, I really hope it has Ultimate Reboot Dash. I really do. Like we do get one more Valkyrie. That's what's making me think like maybe we'll get one more Valkyrie for like this last season. But yeah, man, like I just yeah. Honestly, um, it would be sick if we did. Like if we get one more Valkyrie and it has Ultimate Reboot Dash, because in my opinion that was the best driver that Valkyrie had. Like Evolution is epic, Variable epic, Shots fun, but not the craziest. Yeah, but yeah, and even like the regular reboot fun as well. But Ultimate Reboot I think was the most effective one. If they can make one that really circles around and such, uh, yeah, definitely seeing that. Because Ultimate Reboot Dash, the only way we can get that currently is with Prime Apocalypse. With that set, it's literally locked in a set. But yeah, dude. Let's see here. Which would win, Greatest Spear or Variant Wall? Greatest Spear would win, because uh, like Variant Lucifer got beat by World Spriggan, and it would put up a good fight, but then the Greatest Spear would break through that wall, and it would send it flying out and probably burst Lucifer, honestly. Because they're talking about like Variant Lucifer, not even Lucifer the End. Lucifer the End is definitely stronger, so you do the trickle down. Definitely, I'd give it to Raphael with that. But yeah, and I mean, especially like in real life, Lucifer would get bodied with that battle. Even with them both not being the craziest with same spin and good against opposite spin, like same spin battle, definitely Lucifer would get bodied. Diving Greatest Spear would look awesome. Yeah, that would look wild. That would be really wild, man. I honestly won't be surprised if he does a move like that. Like he tries to dive down with the Greatest Spear and hit the opponent from above. That would be devastating, dude. Could you imagine that? Like he dives down and he's like, Greatest Spear! Into the opponent. That's terrifying. Greatest Spear broke Savior. Greatest Spear bursted Phoenix. Like that move don't play around. And if he did so, going down, he's pushing the bay against the stadium with all that power. And that would risk maybe a breakage. I don't know, man, but yeah. Be insane. But yeah, guys. So, anyways, I'm gonna end this off here. I probably will have like at least a discussion video on like hopes for maybe another hopes for season 7 video, or like something. I'll like a video on like what I want to see before Beyblade Burst ends. Probably something like that. Um, Also, maybe I'll have like a Bakugan discussion video as well. I've got a bunch of team tryout battles to do. I've got some ice stadium battles coming as well. I got some cleanup to do in here as well too. But yeah, a lot of stuff planned too. And also just with the home situation and stuff being all done. And again, thank you guys so much for all the love and the support and helping out with that. Um, Saving up for a giveaway, because I wanted to do one for like 100K, and I have stuff set on the side. I will say it's all Bakugan stuff. I don't really have any Beyblade stuff put on the side, but I'm trying to like, save up and be able to get some more stuff and then include some Beyblade prizes with it as well, to give back to the Beyblade fans too. But, gotta save up for all the shipping and all that good stuff. Cause I don't lie to you guys. The last time I had the giveaway with all those packages and stuff, I dropped at least a good like $100 on shipping, and that was like my wallet was destroyed. Like that was like a good chunk of my paycheck even with that alone. So, got to keep in mind it might be free for you guys, but a lot of work goes into it. But it'll be worth it, and definitely got to get back to you guys for this absolutely crazy milestone. Even the fact that play button's real now, and this is real. Damn, it's wild. But anyways, a lot planned. You already know. How would Holy Knight Ultimate Valkyrie stock combo look? If they made a Holy Knight version, I'd say it would be white with either blue rubber or yellow rubber. Honestly, I want to go with like the white gold theme because they have like Savior with the same thing like Savior Perseus. So I'd say white with like blue rubber would look really, really cool. No doubt. But yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this off here. Yo, what's up, Tom? I actually just ended off the stream right now, but all good, man. Just want to say thank you so much to all you guys for all the love and the support. Like I said, this is the first actual like face cam with that being hung up since I got it, and I still can't believe it's real, and I'm still shook. And if you see me Just saying, if you see me going forward, just stop and pause and just stare for a little bit and just be like, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the play button. That's why. You know, if you ever see me just do that in the middle of a video, I'll be like, I'm sorry. Like, oh my god, you know, like still every time I look at it, I try to tear up. But anyways, yeah. One question. What's your question, Tom? I got you. I'll answer your question, then I'll end this off. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff planned for sure. Don't think I'm done with Bakugan stuff because I'm definitely not. Apparently, like the first episodes of Evolutions are starting to air, so I'm gonna look those up, do some episode reviews for sure. But yeah, can you think of a name in front of your name, a Beyblade Burst final? A name in front of my name for it? What do you mean? Like I know, well, the letters are apparently B and U, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Battle Ultimate that they name it instead of like Dynamite Battle and they put Battle first. So you know, people aren't confused with it, and that'll make full sense in my opinion if they made it like Battle Ultimate Beyblade Burst something Legends. Um, I don't know. I know that like it's confirmed. I guess that the letters are BU. The pronounce well, you know, the abbreviation's BU. I guess they showed that off. I'm guessing like Battle Ultimate because it makes sense. Battle Ultimate, Ultimate Battle, and then it would be wild if it was Battle Ultimate because if you think about like the symbolism with it, Battle Ultimate, you say it backwards, Ultimate Battle being like an end game feel with the ultimate bays, the versions of everybody's bays is ultimate. Anybody that comes back anyways, like the cast I said before. And if you say it backwards, you're representing like going back in time, like going backwards, like going back in time. A ghost from the past. Evel, Astro. Dude, if the I really want to see an end game for this. I really want to see an end game feel for this because Burst deserves it. With how much we've gotten for it, they got to tie up the loose ends, man. That's my opinion. Like, there's a lot of awesome story and a lot of epic new players that have been brought in, but they have to have like an end game feel with this and give honesty roses to every powerful blader that's definitely worthy of coming back. And there's a lot of powerful bladers. Don't get me wrong. Like for example, people say Jin. People say like Go or Gabe with Gaia. Jin with Jormungand or Jormuntor. You know, even like the Big Five or such. You know what I mean? Like there's so many epic bladers, but there's only a certain amount that they're gonna bring back, and I feel like it's gonna be the absolute strongest throughout history, like undisputedly. Like these bladers, you know, they're gonna like destroy a lot of other bladers. You know, like at least in battles, like with their power. You know, like they're credible bladers to come back and be like true legends. You know what I mean? Like vaulting the other protagonists: Fi, Gwyn, Delta, Shu, Free, Louis, Lane, Rashad, possibly even Arthur, even like seeing Dinah or Jaka or Zach or Waki, all of them come back. Like that alone be a star-filled cast for sure. And we don't even know if the episodes are 20 minutes, which they're probably not going to be. Honestly, it'll probably be 10 because they've been sticking with 10 minutes before. If they went with 20, that'll be epic. But in reality, being realistic, I can imagine the episodes being 10 minutes. But still, as long as they like get the storytelling and everything with it really wildly, it'll be epic. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this off. Stay tuned. A lot of stuff coming for sure. Yeah, a lot planned. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. 80K, Shogakukan, Hideki, Sonata, and Takari Tomy will do their job. Oh, for sure, man. They're gonna knock it out of the park. For sure. Like I'm hyped for this last season. I'm just hoping it's an end game feel. If it is and they announce it to be an end game feel, I know there's gonna be a lot of people hitting me up like, oh my god, you guessed it right. Or like, yo, what? And dude, I'm just gonna be happy. Like I won't be like, oh, guessed it right. I think I'm gonna be like, I'm so stoked because that means we're gonna have a crazy freaking finale for Burst and it's gonna be sick. Like 2022 is already a solid year, like gaming wise. A lot of awesome games are going to be coming out. Even like the Super Bowl, like the playoffs and everything was honestly really solid and really sick. Like going and starting off this year, I got good hopes for this year, no doubt. Like a lot of epic games. They can make it like absolutely insane if they do some epic stuff with Bakugan, that being Spin Master, and then Beyblade. If they make it an endgame season, this year's gonna be extra special, no doubt about it, man. And it's gonna hit in the chest that much more. Let's see here. Beyblade Burst Ultimate Revolution, is that a good name? That's a pretty sick name for sure. The only thing is like the the abbreviation is BU. So, yeah, I'm definitely thinking like Blader Ultimate. Or like, no, like either Blader Ultimate or Battle Ultimate. Those are my guesses for the name. Like BU and such. I'm really thinking that's going to be Ultimate with like, yeah, with that last one. Because I could just imagine, because it's going to be like the Ultimate season, like the final season. They got to make it like an Ultimate season. Beyblade should be on TV Tokyo again. Um, I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, regardless, I'm just hoping for like some epic storytelling and tying up a lot of loose ends. But anyways, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, stay awesome and cool. Shoot, I'm up out of here.